Rajna, are you out there holding it down for the stream? Hell yeah. I appreciate you popping in today. I don't know if I see you there. I don't see a number, so I'm going to wish you a Merry Christmas, but I might, or hope that you had a Merry Christmas, but I might say it again. Anyway, it's Thursday. We're Friday Junior. We're making it somewhere this week. Hopefully I make it home today. How about them apples? Rajna asks if I have seen the cadet on his channel. I sure have. I don't know if you're here yet though, Rajna. I'll let you know I've seen it again. What up, Lukey? How's it going? Good to see you all. Hope you are having wonderful weeks so far. Rajna, hope you had a nice celebration yesterday and today. You said it was multiple days. Also, I have seen the cadet that you posted on your channel. That thing looked pretty cool. I like the engine compartment, looked very clean, my friend. At least if that's the one I'm thinking of. Hey, Lukey says, hey Raj, hope you're doing well. Lukey, are you working today? Are you at the paper company printing some stuff? I might have some printing projects coming up for you in the future. I wonder if I could send you digital files. But then you'd have to send me the physical stuff back. We can figure it out. Rajna has a question. How many grades are there in elementary school in the USA? In Bosnia, there's 9 grades. Damn, son. We have 5 grades in elementary. Well, give or take, we have kindergarten. In some elementary schools, public ones offer pre-kindergarten as well. Not where I live. In order to get into pre-K where I live, you had to have like a child with special needs, or you had to come from a family with like low income. So anyone like in my area pretty much has to take their kids to daycare for pre-K, which can get ass expensive. I think our pre-K was like $1,700 or more. I could be way off. It might have been over $2,000 here in Maryland. I think it was like $2,100 for pre-K. Pre-K daycare. That's why the old Will's working double jobs. Still paying it off. We did the math. I think we paid over $17,000 in 1 year for daycare. Hey. But yes, we have 5 grades, mostly 5 grades in elementary. Hey, Luke is at work, currently sitting outside eating an apple. I know you're into apples, Lukey. My coworkers were just telling me about a website that reviews apples, and it always is constantly shuffling around the top 100 apples in the world. Honeycrisp comes in at number 2. Damn, I can't remember what the first one was. But it was like, I think rankings in apples or something like that. AppleRankings.com. Check it out. My coworker eats different apples every day almost. He's a connoisseur of the apple. Let's see. Rajna says in Croatia there's 8 grades of elementary school. Serbia and Bosnia is 9. Even in the US for middle school, that's a little split. Like where I live, it's 6th grade through 8th grade. But I do believe other places, middle school is like 6th to 9th grade? No, 6th to... I don't know, 6th and 7th grade, I think, maybe. And then 8th through 12th is high school. Shit, I don't know. For me, where I live, 6th through 8th grade is middle school. Hey, if you're out there watching the stream, I appreciate you. My name's Will. We're heading home. And we're just driving somewhere right outside of Baltimore, Maryland. Trying to make our way south over towards the DC area. And if you like it, please subscribe. It does help out greatly. Let's see, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, Rajna says. Classic. That's what we tell my daughter. And it's funny, the other day we were on the way to swim lesson and she asked for a snack. And then she said, a healthy snack. So something my wife's doing is rubbing off on her, because my wife likes the healthy snacks. Cosmic Crisp apple is Luke's number 1. Honey Crisp is your number 2. I think Cosmic Crisp might be the number 1 on the website. Chickadee, check it out. I've never had Cosmic Crisp though. I'll have to try it. Luckman Sidat, are you from the United Gays of America? I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you? Fit right in with your quality of life. Raj, Luke asks Rajna, doctors come near me, can't come near me. Golly, the old Will is having trouble reading. That's what happens when I stream and drive. Mr. Zenbliss, how you doing out there? Hey, Rajna, in high school, we have 3 and 4. Depends on the profession. 3 years, I'm guessing you're saying? Rajna is from Croatia, so they do things a little different than we do here in America. Haha, Lukey, Rajna says. Hi, can I greet my friend Ronnie? Can you greet my friend Ronnie? Noah Mehmet asks. Hey, Ronnie, how you doing? How fast can we drive on the highways here in America? Depends if the police are watching. I think the speed limit here, I'm on Interstate 95, which goes north all the way, I think, up to Maine, maybe farther, Vermont. Goes all the way south to Florida. I think the average speed would probably be 60, 65. I think in some of the southern states, it might get up to 70. I'm not thinking it gets up to 80. I think out west, you have a lot higher speed limits because there's a lot less people. A lot less congestion out there. Turkey says, wow. Young Gonzo says, those are some good apples. The Honey Crisp is a personal favorite of mine, but like I said, I have not tried the Cosmic Crisp. Turkey, I'm from America. I represent the state of Maryland here in America on the East Coast. Rajna, you're gonna go eat and be back. Enjoy your meal. Mr. Zenbliss, wait, isn't it illegal to drive and stream at the same time? I do lots of illegal things. It's never stopped me before. Lukey, currently eating a pink lady apple. Goddamn, are you eating 2 apples right now? Were you just eating a Cosmic Crisp, or am I dreaming? Percy Q. Ted, by age 30, a woman's eggs have depleted by 90%. Just empty egg box remains infertile. Thank you for that fact. That was really enlightening. Actually, I know a little bit of something about that. I do have a daughter. My wife and I, we had tried to have multiple kids, just did not happen naturally for us. So we've actually been talking about adoption, and that's actually for rich people. So we were thinking more so foster care, and like maybe doing fostering to adopt. Boss, did you know that if you do foster care, the state really helps out money-wise? Like, they pay for all the shit. They actually try to keep the kid in the school they're at, and they provide transportation too. The one thing that's kind of holding us up is that we both work, and when you get a foster kid, a lot of times they have drama going on with their family, and you have to be very present to be around to help them go to doctors and go meet up with their real parents. And we both just work, and we have hectic schedules. So we really do have more love to give to, be able to watch a kid or to have a kid in our family. It's just life. It's difficult. Bob Skips, how's it going? It's going great. It's Thursday, Friday Junior here in Maryland. We are entering the other side of Baltimore, just going through the tunnel, heading south. And I'm out of work. I don't have to work Domino's tonight. So feeling good. I think tonight might be a video game night for my daughter and I. Legend of Zelda. That's what we're doing right now. Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo. The Uruk. We have one kid and she's cool. She's very cool. Oh my goodness. Carlo Malek. Hello from Croatia. Do you know Rajna Razavnovic? The other Croatian that has frequented my streams. Towns are small there in Croatia, so maybe you know him. He's actually grabbing a bite to eat and then he will be back, Carlo Malek. Very cool. Johan Gobrel Goobies. It's so true. Hey y'all, thank you for the positivity out there. I appreciate it. If you like what you're seeing, drop a like, maybe subscribe. It does help out. Zoo5419 says, is driving while streaming like this not going to be a problem for you if you get blue lights? Oh, the lights on are not blue. I mean, well, the cops would have to be able to prove that you were streaming. I do think, though, if I get pulled over, it'll make for a great episode. I think if the cops here in Baltimore to fry than little old Will driving down the road. They got crack cocaine dealers. We were once the murder capital of the world, or at least of the U.S. Most likely not the world. I don't know, actually. Could be. Not a problem for me, though. I live life dangerously. Johan Gabriel, put sight music on. You are welcome to put music on in the background. I don't rock with the music. It has interferences with picking up my voice. YouTube doesn't like music in the background all the time, so feel free to throw your own tunes on. Rajna, you're back. Hey, guess what, Rajna? The second Croatian has entered the stream. Carlo Malik up there in the comments, down there on the phone, is another Croatian. So welcome your brethren to the stream. Hey, Carlo Malik, if you're still here, Merry Christmas. If you're a Greek or Eastern Orthodox. Golly. Johan, no, and you are not on the phone. Right? I'm not on the phone. It's a hands-free device technically right now, so try and stop me if you can. Rajna, I'm not kidding. There is another Croatian that has entered the stream. You're not the only one anymore. Russia, how you doing out there? Are you done invading Ukraine yet? Would you like to help us invade Venezuela? Or do you just want us to steal your container ships? Oil transportation shippings. Rajna, you said, oh no, I am Serbian living in Croatia. Rajna, you didn't ever tell me that. You're not truly a Croatian. My wife is going to be very surprised. I, quite frankly, am flabbergasted that you are not a Croatian living in Croatia. You've tricked me this whole time. Hey, Googasses. Welcome back. You're here a little earlier, so you actually get to watch a little bit of the stream today. I appreciate that. You popped in. Hell yeah. ABC123, God bless, brother. All love to you. I'm right back at you. Hey, I appreciate that. Positivity. That's what we're doing here in Maryland. The world is too full of negativity and hatred and people being, the rest of them. Doing the best I can. Lukey, you are surprised as I am that Rajna is not Croatian. The Serbian Croatian, the Balkans. Goddamn. Just when you thought you knew somebody, Zoo, what is your favorite car brand? It's a great question. If I had the money, if money was limitless, honestly, you'd have to ask Rajna. He knows way more about cars than the old Willmeister. But shit, that's a great question. I always had a soft spot for Audis. Growing up, my dad had an Audi A4 Quattro, and it just was fun in the snow. I think it was a beast in the snow. And I had two A4s growing up. They were all used, and I totaled them. But I got great deals on those things, too. Nowadays, I'm driving a Mazda 3. I actually am very partial to the Mazda. They get great gas mileage, very reliable, fun to drive. My car weighs like no pounds, so it's quite fun when you get on some back roads here in Maryland. It whips around the corners very nicely, I must say. J Music, hope you're having a wonderful day as well. Jack Kratz, embrace the white. God bless you. Yeah, my beard is turning white. I'm embracing it. Trying my best. ABC, thank you. Wish you all the best out there. Hey, I appreciate that as well. Do the best we can. I think that's all we can all try to aspire to. It's the new year, and has anybody quit their resolutions yet? Resolutions. Shit. I say live every day like a resolution. Resolve to do something new. So Terrace 9, you could be a predator. I could also be the prey. You could be a predator. That's the crazy shit. I like to watch some of those true crime documentaries on YouTube. They always pop up. Everybody and their mother seems to be a predator these days. You got the hottest teachers being predators on little 11, 12-year-old boys. What are they doing? Don't they know Rajna and Lukey are out here in the world? Hey, I'm married, so you can't get in line for me, but I don't understand. And they're always hot. They're always hot looking teachers. What the hell? Retro Reg. Spending best wishes and much love from the UK. They're sending. Are you a retro gamer, perhaps? My wife got me the N64 for Christmas, and I have not acquired a video game that goes into it yet. My brother has our whole collection from childhood and won't send them to me. He said he'd send them to me, but I had to pay for the shipping. He lives in Denver, I live in Maryland, so it'd be quite expensive. But the games are expensive, so I might have to take him up on that. So Tyrus, you drive a car and don't know about cars. Yes, that's what we all do here in America. And not all of us. I'm sure there are educated peoples. The average American probably does not. The average person most likely does not know how their car works. My dad was a big car guy. He had a Mustang 66 back in the day that he restored, but I was always interested to a point, but I just never actually sat down and watched him do it all. And I'm ashamed of myself for this. Normally people from Croatia are Catholic, Rajna says, but I still live where I live because my family lived in Yugoslavia. Can't blame you for that. Lukey Bazooki, I think you want a Nissan Altima. We drove a Nissan Rogue for a bit. It's okay. We had the Versa for a while also. Box on wheels. That car is very affordable, but it's a box on wheels. Lukey, Rajna asked, what car do you have? I bet it's an Altima. So Tyrus, my car is most likely plastic, 3D printed. I don't know. Metal, most likely not. Not unless you're driving a car from the 70s or 80s. Shit. Volkswagen, Gugassis says, is his favorite car. The Volkswagen, I can get down. Audi owns them, right? Total Tech 24 82 46. Hut hut. More beard compliments. Hey, I appreciate it. Weirdy 1902 has donated $50 US. Who are you donating to? It certainly is not the Willmeister. My channel doesn't have donations, but you can sub, and that really does help. Armin 1142, what do you find interesting? I'm a big gamer, retro games. I'm getting into the vintage side of things. My wife got me a tube TV from one of her coworkers, so I can play vintage video games on it in proper resolution, which makes a huge deal. Big difference when you have Mario jumping on a widescreen. The shit doesn't add up. Also, sci-fi. I like sci-fi books, movies, any sort of alien news. Avi Loeb, 3-Eye Atlas. I'm your man. I enjoy nice walks on the beach, playing bocce ball, racquetball, tennis, all the shit, all the things. Golly. Supreme 4235. I'm a gay Jamaican. Hell yeah. Represent the gay Jamaicans out there for all of us. Rajna says the Altima is just okay, Lukey. Holy shit. You guys are talking way too fast for me. I really do need to get to the point where I can, I don't know, like if you end up monetizing your account, then you can do the super chats to make sure you're able to read all the comments. When I started doing the streaming 3 months ago, nobody was talking in the comments because I was streaming to nobody. And it was a lot easier to keep up with like 1 or 2 comments every once in a while of people basically just saying they hated me. The old Will could come up with a great comment on that, but now trying to keep up with multiple comments in a row, I got to put my car into self-drive mode so I can see them. So, if I missed your comment, I apologize. The Mazzano, hey bro, how you doing? Where are you going? Heading home. It's the ride home with Will. We are in Maryland, just outside of Baltimore, DC area. We're heading home down south. Actually, I think right now we're heading west, and then we have to go north. We go south to go west to go north. Stasa, do you know Stray Kids? Like homeless kids? Stray Kids, it does sound like it should be. I don't know them though. So Tyrus, you must not drive and watch chat is dangerous. Well, that's why I just keep an eye on the chat, and I look over to the road every once in a while. I like to keep an eye on the chat to make sure I can really soak in all the comments. Every once in a while, I'll put my car into tractor beam mode. So Tyrus, when I had no viewers, you would get, one person just popping in and saying you suck, or great, another fucking waste of life, and then they would just leave. It was really good when you got somebody like my first hate comment and they stayed in the stream for a while so we could have a dialogue. I think that really juiced me up. It got me going because once you start getting somebody that stays in the stream, it really helps out. Even if they are hate watching. Bro, stay on the road. I'm trying my best. My favorite realistic gaze streamer. I love you, Cotton Picker says. Yeah, it does seem like I would be your type. Casey Blizzard, you are a silver fox. It's funny you mention that. Where I live, we have a fox den right outside of my house. And the other day, my daughter, who is 6 years old, said, "Daddy, come look, there's a fox." And the fox had a squirrel in his mouth. So we watched him slowly start to eat the squirrel, but then he cleaned off the blood from his muzzle and from his paws, and then he grabbed the squirrel's head and ran off into the woods with it. That was pretty cool. So thank you for the silver fox suggestion or compliment. Who was my first follower? Gugasses says. I'd have to go back and see. Honestly, Gugasses, it could be you or Shalise. I'm not sure. I don't think it was Rajna. Rajna's been here for a very long time and is definitely the most dedicated. But the first one, I don't know. I'd have to go. Great question. I'll have to go see. Palestine W21 self-driving mode for the win. Yes, sir. Yes, lady. Muhammad Marana. Hey, Will. How you doing out there, Muhammad? Hope you're having a great day. Enjoying life. Do I have wolves in USA? Rajna asks. Yes. Yes, we do. I think they're more out west, I want to say. More northern, possibly. I don't believe we have... Actually, I'm not sure if we have wolves in Maryland. That's a hell of a question. We got foxes. I don't know. We do have them here in the USA, though. All right, Lukey, you caught me on a lie. The first follower was years and years ago. It's actually funny, Lukey, when I started this channel, I didn't realize that I had done it on my old Minecraft channel. Lukey and I, we were on a Minecraft server over, what was it, 15 years ago or something, 12 years ago? I had no clue. I don't know why. I thought that it was a different... I have a couple different YouTube accounts, and I started doing it, and then I realized after like a week that I was doing it on this account. So I went to the other account to try and realized I couldn't live stream because I think you need 50 subs to be able to live stream, or like a minimal amount. So then I just came back to this account. So you're very correct, Lukey. Gugasses, just answer me in the next stream. I will. I'll get on that. But I think Lukey's right. It was somebody from like over 10 years ago. The higher. I'm a Sigma boy. Hell yeah. Very good. Good of you. Muhammad, how is the winter here? We have not gotten snow again. We got snow in December for the first time here in Maryland since 2017. Hey, we haven't gotten another snow yet. And actually today it's 60 degrees. Global warming. I don't know if I believe in global warming. Hot topic. Hot take. I partially believe humans have an effect on it, but I do believe that the world has a natural cycle, like is it 12,000 years or 20,000 years? The poles shift and shit. Like, I think humans can only affect so much, but in general, the Earth reset every, I think it's 12 to 20,000 years. Whether we like it or not. That's what I believe. Oh, shit. I'm telling you, you guys, I can't keep up with the comments. I'm trying my best. Joe, are you gay? Wouldn't you like to know? Am I your type, Joe? Gugasses is swimming in snow. Shit, okay. I wish we were, honestly, The winter of 1996 was one of my favorite years. We had the snowstorm. It was like a foot and a half, followed by another foot, followed by like a few days, and then another foot. So we got like 3.5 feet of snow. And I was maybe 10. So I was a perfect age to make snow tunnels and have snowball fights. And we had a sleigh course with lights hooked up and half pipes. Some of my fondest memories ever in a snowstorm. Rebecca, hey, Jacob? I'm pretty sure it's Jacob. My bro, hi, I'm having a blizzard. Hi, you're having a blizzard too? Hell yeah. Lukey, all of a sudden I was looking at my sub feed and I was like, who is this guy? Then I realized it's you. Lukey, the first time I saw you pop into my stream, it made me so excited because it has been like 10 years probably since we talked. And then I saw you were doing the YouTube as well, and I got even more excited because Lukey, your channel is awesome. I can't wait for it to blow up. I really do believe with your editing style, it will happen. And it's really just cool to reconnect, rekindle the old flames. Here it's 9 degrees, Muhammad says. 9 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit? Muhammad, are you in? This could be a racist take. I felt like you were in India. With the name like Muhammad, that could be why, but I feel like that was the case. Joe, who is Uber your butt around? I'm Ubering myself. This is me driving. It's the ride home with Will. Get on it. Come on. Hey, let's see here. Carol Mukami. Where are you heading to? Well, this is the ride home with Will. I just left work 31 minutes ago in Baltimore. We are in the old state, Maryland. The old line here. And I'm just heading home. I don't have to work Domino's tonight either. I do have a second job working Domino's. I do a little bit of eBay reselling too, and trying this YouTube thing out. I have a podcast. I have lots of interests. Lots of things to keep me busy. Mastro for Prez, are you trans? Would you like that? Would that agree with the way that you are? I'm not trans, I'm sorry. Eyes on the road, Roku says. Well, then how am I going to read the comments, Roku? How am I going to know that you want my eyes on the road if I take them off of the screen? I have a pass-through on my screen, so I drive while looking at the phone because the phone captures out front of my car. Held's F, can you help me get over my ex? I know it can be hard breaking up with somebody, especially if you've been together for a long time. If they're a big part of your life, if they've made it into your family. But screw them. They're no good for you. You don't need them in your life. There are many other fish in the sea. If you don't have kids or a girl or a guy holding you down, go follow your dreams. I'm sure there's something you've always wanted to do. I always wanted to start a YouTube channel, and it only took me 10 years. But just do it. If you look back on your deathbed 70 years from now, and you remember the old Will telling you just to follow your dream and go ahead and bite the bullet, and then you do it, shit, yeah, but if you're on your deathbed and you say, I should have listened to Will. Those 70 years ago, I really should have listened to that guy driving his car in Maryland. What the hell was I doing? You won't ever remember following your dreams if you don't do it. But you will remember if you're on your deathbed and you asked that really hot chick out across the room. So get on it. Stop pussyfooting around. Retro Reg says you've had some snow over in the UK. I heard that yesterday. Rebecca, I think that you are from the UK, Jacob, and could be wrong on that, but I believe you said it was snowing there. The train guy says, hi, my friend Harry is really fat. How can he lose fat? Stop eating more food than you shit out. That was vulgar. I'm sorry. Go work out. Maybe get on some Zepbound. Who the hell knows? These days, everyone is fat because that's how they want us to be. Muhammad, you said no, Will. Where are you from, Muhammad? God damn it, it's not India. More protein, less sugar and carbs, Luke says. Well, yeah, eat healthy. Honestly, my wife has a little trick that she's been doing with me and my daughter. Start every meal with a green, like a veggie first. If you do that, it does something to your metabolism where if you do end up eating carbs or sugary foods, like your body's able to process them a lot better because you started with the greens, like the veggie starter is what we call it. It kickstarts your metabolism faster so that when you go to consume the carbs, your body just intakes it better. So yeah, do the veggie starter idea. Shit, I'm sorry, y'all. There's so many comments. I'm trying to connect back into them. Y'all tell me to keep my eyes on the road, but then you comment. So what do you want from me? What I'm asking her out when on my deathbed? No, Michael Bernhardt, you ask the lady of your dreams out now. I remembered a story yesterday. I delivered a pizza to a house yesterday at my job with Domino's. And the person came to open the door and I said, holy shit, that is Julia McTy's mom. I had a crush on Julia McTy in high school. And I went to her house, hung out some times, and I remember her mom, and I said hi to her, and it made me think, I'm here delivering pizzas, and here's a lady I had a crush on, her mom, the mom of a girl I had a crush on in high school. I went and asked her out in high school to go to a dance with me. Guess what she said? She said no. She already had a date to the dance. I hadn't thought about that, though, until just last night when I delivered a pizza to her mom. So, all of that to say is, go get rejected. You're never going to think about it again unless you're delivering pizzas to that chick's mom in the future, 10 years in the future. It happened to the best of us. Michael Bernhardt, it's good to fast not all the time, but I usually do it on Saturday when I'm not working. Honestly, I have heard that as a technique to increase your lifespan. Only eat like once a week. Try it out and let me see if it works. For me, I would rather eat and die 10 years earlier. Well, maybe they'll have little vats that they can put our brains into in the future, and we can live forever as an AI robot. Hi, Harry is really gay, but how do I know for a fact? See if you can suck him off. Oh, shit. What do you think your wife will say to you after she finds out I'm Serbian? Rajna, you just changed our lives forever, man. The fact that you are Serbian and not a Croatian. We're really duped here. I think she's going to actually have fun with it. It's quite the story. Rajna will not shush. I'm reading y'all's comments down there. Your back and forth is quite nice. Kamikaze, 10 years is crazy. Max Jordan, thank you for reporting me on while I drive. And Lukey says, I asked a girl for her number. She gave it to me. Then I messaged her and she ghosted me. And hey, Lukey, did you even remember about that until just now when you told me about it? Does it keep you up at night and consume your thoughts? Not mine. I never thought about that lady until I delivered a pizza to her mom. Oh shit, Rajna. My gas ran out yesterday at the house, my furnace. We have oil furnace. I had to restart it myself after they filled it up. And I spilt a little oil in the furnace, which is downstairs. And now my house smells like gas. Kamikaze, I was driving and now I'm home. It's the ride home with Will and I've made it. God damn it. We're here now. Bowser, get your ass on the couch. Good boy. Good boy. That's my dog, Bowser. Yes, sir. Yes, lady. Good boy. Yes. Yes. Why do these Muslims waffle about nothing? I don't know. Isn't that what life is about? Seinfeld explained that to us. The show about nothing. I look like Han from Stray Kids. Is that a TV show? Actually, that does sound very familiar. Was that a Comedy Central show back in the day? Oh, shit. Rajna, you have no mother, Barry MM2 says. I find that hard to believe. We all came out of some mother somewhere at some time in the world. Hey, y'all, there's 7 of you watching. We made it home. Please like and subscribe if you're still here. It does help out. Honestly, I think we're making it up to a quadrillion subscribers this year. Nothing can stop me. Rajna, racist 4-year-old. Yeah, don't let him troll you, Rajna. Jacob, oh. When will we change? Jason, you want us to talk about your God. I see, I can't keep up with you guys in the comments. You're talking to each other. You're supposed to be talking to me. Get with it, man. Want to see a painting my grandmother did? And they even framed it with one of the trees that were in this area of the painting. Do you respect Muslims because I am Muslim? Ozan Palat says. I respect everybody. I think everybody deserves a little RESPCT in this world. Honestly, we're all just doing our best, trying to make it through. Some people's bests are worse than others. But we're all trying. So I'd like to respect the try. Ronaldo is the GOAT. Jesus loves you all, JT says. How old are you, Dad? I am 39, going on 40. And I am a poppy. My daughter's 6. She's in the 1st grade. I have to go get her from the bus stop here in just a few minutes. But currently, we are in the great state of Maryland. And that's the back of my house. It backs up to a park. And there's a nice, very beautiful hiking path there. Hey, love your channel. None 500 says. I opened my own business. It's an ice cream van. Can you give it a shout out, please? It's called Ice Wallow Come. Ice Wallow Come. That's how the French say it. Very nice. None. You're inspiration to us all. Your grandmother did not paint that. It's Cap. Actually, I'll show you. She painted this too. Booyah. There's her signature. 1982. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, shit. She painted this too. My grandmother was an artist. I shit you not. Where's her signature on this one? Right there. 1975. Cannot lie. Was she impressed from Bob Ross? Honestly, I don't know if my grandma watched the old Bob. They watched Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, and the McNeil-Lehrer Report. Those are the TVs that I remember watching at my grandmother's. Wasn't it fun when you went to grandma's and you could rent a rated R movie at the Blockbuster because they didn't quite understand ratings? I saw my first nipple at grandma's. It wasn't my grandma's nipple, I assure you. Ronaldo, I'm a big fan. Can you say hi to me? My name is Jensen. Hey, Jensen, how you doing out there? I appreciate you. Hey, subscribe if y'all are here. Drop a like. Maryland. Yes, that's where we are. Very nice. You're 23, Rav Jot says, but not getting a job. Feeling sad. What should I do mentally? Go work out. I've heard wonderful things about getting your blood pumping, doing a little sweating. It'll get your brain right back on your shoulders where it needs to be. Rajna says, go to sleep. Tomorrow will be a long day. It's Friday tomorrow, Raj. We're going to make it to the weekend. Crush it. Jizanda, Jiz and a 24. What's your husband's name? Wouldn't you like to know? Sir, first time I saw your house, Jarek says, hey, my wife is an interior designer, so she really has figured it out here for us. It's quite the house, I must say. Hey, your honest opinion about satanistic rituals. Ozan, I skipped your comment. Sorry, I am American, not a Brit. Can't you tell by my poor accent? But satanistic rituals, back to that. Have you read the book, A Lonesome Night in October? If not, I recommend it highly. It is from the perspective of a dog. Each chapter takes place in one evening or night. I guess one day in October. Each chapter represents a day in October. If you're into Lovecraft, Cthulhu, ancient gods, satanistic rituals, you should read it. They're wonderful. Jarek, finally, Will's at home. Yes. Rajna, your cadet is made in 1976. Can you believe that shit is over 50 years old now? Michael Bernhardt, do I remember the movie Box? No, but I remember the movie Cube, a 3D box. I guess boxes are 3D. I don't know what happened, but there's like one person watching right now. 2! We made it up to 2! Shit, yeah. Kamikaze, you seem rich. I'm a very rich individual. What can I say? That's how we do it here in America. No, I just work a lot. I work, but I don't have money. It all just goes away somehow. Taxes. The tax man takes theirs. Yes, I'm not rich, though. I wish I was. But money cannot buy happiness. Do you have happiness in your life? Jeffrey Epstein in the chat. Huh. Hell yeah. Representing. MM2, what you wish for others, wish for yourself too. It's fate's greed never reached you. I was talking to my coworker at Domino's last night, Mohammed, and he was talking about karma and how at first it seemed like he wanted me to give him money because he was saying something about like, give my family things. And I was like, what? Explain yourself, Mohammed. He had a face mask on because he's sick. And he already has an accent. So with the face mask and then him trying to explain something about karma, You can imagine. But I do believe that the way that we treat others will come back on us. And I think not only the way we treat or talk about others or say things, but the way we think about others. I believe our thoughts have a lot more power than people believe, think. I think we're all connected, and I believe it's somehow to do with the string theory idea. What if we were all one at one point, like one God that split into bajillions of personalities with ego, and we forgot the fact that we were all once connected, but we're slowly unraveling the truth through science and exploring. But yes, what if we're all connected through string theory and our thoughts have a lot more power than we give them? Just an idea I've been playing around with in my noggin. Patricia Yeboah. If you see this, my name is Patricia. How you doing out there, Patricia? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Hey, we're almost at the weekend, y'all. Did this week go by fast for you guys? I think for me, it truly went by very fast. I'm sorry, I'm a pacer. When I talk, I pace. Like whenever I'm on the phone, I'm pacing. Tembis Satini. Is that a Star Wars? Utini. No, that's Utini. Hog herder. Okay. Eminem said money cannot buy happiness. It can buy crazy ass happiness. See, that's what I believe. It's always the rich people that say money can't buy you happiness, but that's because they're rich and they just aren't happy, because you have to be poor to become happy, and then you get rich, and then it buys you happiness. Rajna, I screenshotted the artist recommendation that you just recommended. But is it a Serbian artist now? I can't trust that it's Croatian anymore. Say rough rice. Rough rice, rough rice, rough rice. Kushibo 11 came here to do a secret mission. Rough. Do you believe in God? Just asking, Kamikaze says. I believe there is a higher power of some sort. I don't know if it's one God or multiple gods or some sort of program that is the God, AI, simulation. I don't know. That's a cop-out, because then what created the simulation? But if you think about it, what created the God? God didn't just pop in from nowhere. There had to be something that made the God pop in. And that's why the idea of infinity is very intriguing, because maybe we're all gods and we're creating new worlds all the time through the CERN facility in Switzerland, sending particles through the accelerator at abconscious speeds. Have you ever heard of the word abconscious before? Coach Darts, Croatia or Serbia? Serbia, Rajna. Serbia. Lucas, I'm not skipping on purpose. There's a lot of comments in here. I'm just doing the best I can to keep up with them. For some reason, did you say something up there, Lucas? I will go back and look, but I don't see. Bowser, he's chilling. Bowser! All you have to do is say his name and his tail starts wagging. Abu Bakar. Hi, bro. How are you? I don't know English. Sorian, I don't understand what you're going to say. Keep it up. You're doing great. Well, thank you for that positivity. I don't know if I can fully believe you, because you don't understand what I'm saying. Maybe I'm doing horrible and you just are blowing smoke up the ass, you know? Oh, shit. That squirrel just ran and then fucking did a quadruple backflip down this hill over here. Holy smokes. This is what it's like here in Maryland today. Very overcast. Well, no, there's some blue in the sky. Hell yeah, look at that. Check it out. Maryland. I'm very thankful to have this home that we live in that backs up to the woods. I love the woods. How old am I, Nasir wants to know. I am 39. Fuck, there's so many comments. Coach Dart says Croatia is the #1 best country in the world. All other countries are run by little girls. Hell yeah. Hail to the Croatians. I do believe that. I don't know anything about Croatia other than it's beautiful, and you folks there are very lovely folks. Even the Serbians, Rajna. Even the Serbians. Pearl flowers, moon glazing. That does sound like a poem. What are those type of poems called that's like a haiku? Is that a haiku? Croatia #1. Thug life. Is morality subjective or objective? Your opinion on it. Is morality subjective or objective? I guess it's truly in the eye of the beholder. It could be both. I don't know. That's a interesting thought experiment. How do you have full hair? Paul Danino asks. 6350. It's not all the way full. It's actually starting to thin out. If you look up there somewhere, I could go bald. They say you follow your mother's hair genetics and, well, in your mother's family line, and they all have hair. Oh, except Uncle Craig. He had curly hair and he was bald. He had a big goiter on his tummy. Rest in peace, Uncle Craig. Croatia is the best country. That's what I've been telling you guys ever since the beginning here. Lots of flags from Ozan Palat. Wade Thompson. I don't know you, but I spent time in Zagreb in the 70s. Zagreb. And I'm not sure where that is. Not familiar. The old Will doesn't know where that is. I apologize. Reds 6678. Are you gay? I don't know. What do you think? If I was, I could get all the guys, though. They love the beard. I pride myself on that. Love the food, culture, and the people of Croatia or Yugoslavia. Interesting. Do I know Mandarin? Isn't that an orange? Also, is meow and Mandarin hello? I don't know Mandarin. My boss at the garden center that I worked at when I was 14, all the way up until 27, he was from China. I believe he spoke the Mandarin dialect, but I could be totally wrong on that. But he was a great guy. Great fella. Mark. Mr. Mark. Dead by love, 33. Even if it destroys, you will love. For your fellow person, death forever of the spirit and flesh. You're saying things in riddles and rhymes in very short sentences isn't of God your promised life. It's almost like your thoughts are not complete there, dead boy, or dead by love. I'm going to need you to start your sentences with a capital and end with a period and have proper terminology there. Darth Beaver. Hell yeah, I like that name. That is good stuff. Nice salt and pepper you got going on. I appreciate that. I was thinking about doing a little just for men's. I could de-age myself by 10 years. Fraser Brown, 4367. Good evening from Scotland. Yes, yes, the Scots have arrived. Did you know I have a little bit of Scottish blood? We wear orange on St. Paddy's Day, despite the Irish. God damn it. Hope you have a good day, Lucas Harper says. Hey, I appreciate that. I hope y'all have enjoyed this stream. I'm about to end it. We're coming up on the 4 o'clock hour. I've been doing this for the last hour. Totally cool. Tits. Hey, y'all. If you enjoyed what you saw here, definitely helps me out if you subscribe. And we got lots of Jews in the comments now. I love the Jew. Very cool. Jill, you're gonna fly, getting on a plane. Hey, have safe travels there, wherever your heart is going, or your body. Bowser's giving you a good send off. Bye, bye. Hey, can you give me a good boy? Oh, yes, yes, sir. Vi Victe, of course you do. Imagine loving the tunnel dwellers. Talmudist. I don't know what Talmudist is. He isn't Irish. I'm not Irish. No, Scottish. Actually, I'm an American who identifies with the 0.1% of Scottish blood in his veins. Actually, I think we're like 5 to 10%. That's pretty good. William Wallace was a hell of a guy. Hugh Ginvaney. Hey, handsome. Hey, how you doing out there? Gel, Transformers. Read the Talmud, then you'll get it, Vi Victe says. Do they have that in the Audible form? The old Will likes to do Audible books. We have a sci-fi book club, my cousin and I. We do it all in Audible format. We don't read dead trees. Sandro Social. I will, Vi Victe, I will read the Talmud. I'll do at least a Cliff Notes version of it, or a YouTube video. Vi Victe, William Wallace allowed the Jews back. Great guy. The Talmud is disgusting, Rise with Joe says. I can get down. I do like a disgusting read. Don't tell my wife. What do I think about the Minneapolis shooting? Jax asks. I think that shit's crazy. The world's going a little bonkers right now. We're starting the new year off with a flare. Stealing Venezuela. Vi Victe, nice to see Joe knows. Hell yeah. Sand Social, can some white person identify as African American and vice versa? Well, I do believe there is a lot of fair skinned. Is that racist to say fair skinned? I was trying to be technically correct, but that could be a bad term. Why is it fair to be white and not black? that was bad. But yes, I think the whites can identify as Africans and vice versa. Sure, I think nowadays you got gays identifying as them, theys, and trannies as him, hers, and we can all make up whatever word we want to identify as. I identify as the will. As it doesn't affect me. You can do what you want with your life. When I think of African American, I think of Elon Musk. I think of my old boss, Thomas Kuhn. He was my boss at the old dental place I worked at in Boston. He actually hooked us up. We were working a 4-day work week, 10-hour days, and we had off every other day, every other Friday. We did that for 2 to 3 years without managers ever knowing. That Thomas Kuhn is a guy. Am I liberal? Why don't I support Trump? I never said I didn't support Trump. I don't know. I support America. God damn it. It's the land of freedom and speech and all. I support liberties and justice for all. Elon is not good, Rajna says. Elon needs to spend some of that money and give it to all of us. I think if he took his money and just gave each person in the world $1 million, he would still be a bajillionaire. So he should get on that shit. He's a hoarder, is what I like to say. Can't wait to travel to Greenland, Jax. Hey, do it before U.S. takes it over. We're getting over there too. I'm telling you. We're coming for the world. Team America. B2B. Man, look. Barry MM2. Rajna, I'm back. Beautiful. B2B, we're just talking shit. I'm about to end the stream. Typically, I start my streams around 3 o'clock. It's 4:04 for me. I only stream for like an hour, y'all. I am tooling around with the idea of doing a longer version of streams. Maybe I do some other stuff. Maybe I just go drive on the road randomly for hours at a time. Yeef 3493. I'd like to buy a subscription to your channel, sir. Hey, it's free. All you have to do is hit that button down there and you're in. I don't have a membership or anything. It's free, baby. How old are you, man? I am 39. Going on 40 this year. Yeef, you don't have to pay. You just hit the button that says subscribe. I'm here every day, Monday through Friday. MM2, leave me alone. I'm not gay, Rajna says. Rajna's not gay, MM2. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but yeah, Rajna likes the ladies. Portugal is way nicer and it's not as dangerous in Portugal. Nice and sunny and everyone's your friend, but in America, everyone is just a jerk. Portugal is better. Portugal sounds like a nice place to visit. My wife is from Brazil, and a lot of her family members have extended family in Portugal. And they go over, it's like once every 5 years or something like that. I would love to visit. It's kind of a very beautiful place from what I've seen. I know that the Portuguese in Portugal is very different, somewhat harder of a dialect than the Brazilian Portuguese, though. At least that's what my wife has told me. Will Wheaton. Faroe Islands. They do look pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie, Reddit Stories 69 Redditor, you might be onto something there with the Faroe Islands. I've seen a little bit of YouTube videos. Did you know you can find anything on YouTube? You can even find the old Will in Maryland. Guess what, y'all? I have to end the stream. I gotta go get my daughter from the bus stop. She is in the 1st grade and she's 6 years old. And she has asked if she can come home from the bus stop by herself, but it's like a 1/4 mile away. And I mean, honestly, if we were in Japan, she would be like walking home from the school by herself, going on trains and shit, because that's how people do there. They are the real deal. Here in America, we like to baby our kids until they're fucking 19. And then when they're 21, we still pay for their car insurance and cell phones. Not me, but that's how others that I know live. People have their mommy and daddies paying their bills still. What the hell is that? Anyway, y'all, I'll be back tomorrow. Peace and love to everybody out there. Rajna, peace and love to you from America, to Croatia, to the Serbian. Or am I going on work? No, I gotta go get my daughter from the bus stop. I just got home from work. You missed the car ride. I start the car ride at 3, and it's the ride home with me, Will. By the way, in EU, you start drinking at 11. Hell yeah! If you can go up to the bar and order and say you want a beer, I mean, that's how it was in Brazil too. I think it should at least be 18, or they need to make it so to join the army, you got to be drinking age. I can't believe you can join an army but can't legally drink. How does that shit make sense? Does not make sense. Yes, y'all, thank you so much for joining me here. I'm just walking the old dogger up to the bus stop. But I'll be back tomorrow. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw here. Portugal for the win. Ooh, for the World Cup? No, USA. Not that we have a chance in all hell, but hey, it's kind of maybe because it is in America, we'll have better odds. USA's cannot play soccer